I don't know about you, but I don't have what you would call a green thumb. Maybe other than a cactus, if it's a plant and I'm responsible for caring for it, it's probably not going to live very long. Because contrary to what plant people would have you believe, there are lots of reasons why plants don't do well. It's more complicated than just water and sun. For instance, sometimes plants don't do well because they're planted in too small of a space, where the soil's too shallow or not wide enough. And so the roots can't go deep and wide into the soil to get the nutrients they need. And instead, what ends up happening is they grow in on themselves, like into a ball, and they can't get the nutrients they need, and the plant suffers. The solution to that, I mean, you can take it outside and put it in the sun and water it all you want. It's not going to make a difference. The solution is it actually has to be transplanted. You have to dig it up. You have to break up the ingrown root ball, and then you have to replant it in a bigger space where the soil is deeper and wider. And that takes skill. Skill I don't have. Right? Fake plants are more my speed. It's a pretty good picture, though, of what we're going to be talking about in a new teaching series that's getting ready to start that we're calling A New Lease on Life. Following Jesus' death and resurrection, he began appearing to his disciples. And I want you to think of them a little like plants that were rooted in these small, cramped spaces because they were living in small, cramped stories. Right? Losing Jesus was their lowest point, their darkest moment. And the stories that they were telling themselves were characterized, dominated by loss, confusion, fear, doubt, even shame. For the 2 days Jesus was gone, they were stuck. They didn't know what to do or where to go. But when Jesus begins to appear to them, he gives them a new lease on life. It's like he's uprooting them. It's like he's breaking up through his appearing to them. He's breaking up that ingrown root ball, and then he's replanting them in a bigger, wider story. So during this series, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at their stories, because their stories may be our stories. So often our lives are characterized by narratives of loss and confusion and fear and doubt and shame. And what Jesus did for them, I think he wants to do for us. So if you've ever felt loss or confusion or fear or doubt or shame, maybe especially as it relates to your story of faith, then I think you'll get a lot out of this series. I hope you'll join us. It starts this Sunday, May 1st. You can join us, as always, in person at 10 a.m., or you can check the messages out on our YouTube channel starting as early as Friday evening, April the 29th. I hope you'll join us.